Hey, what's up everyone? In today's video we will be looking at the brand new lock from Fab called the Fab 3 or Fab 3 stars. I'm not exactly sure if the stars should be mentioned there, but anyway, this is it, or Fab 3 stars Profi, I guess. So let's go ahead and just jump right onto it. So here's our key. There's a new keyboard design and orbiting, nothing too special about it except for this. Looking at the plug, we can see 6 pin chambers without any countermilling or anything like that. And here's our keyway. This is a new keyway. It's a lot more restrictive than the ones in other Fab locks, maybe except for the Fab 2000, but anyway, it's a new keyway. And our housing, nothing too interesting about it, just your average housing with 6 pin chambers. Okay, what about the pins? So we have these, I think they're brand new key pins. This is what they look like. They are kind of pointy. Maybe this will be better. Kind of pointy and kind of hard to get under them or to properly get your pick in there because of the shape of the tip of the key pin. And all of the 6 key pins look like this, and 5th one I think it's hardened steel. And for our driver pins we have 3 standards. Although I think that these might be just very slightly tapered. Upon very close inspection, I think that there is like a little tapering to them, and definitely I could feel it during the picking process. We have 2 spools, nothing too interesting about them. They are just your average spools. And we have this guy that is the source of annoyment. Now Fab is putting these pins that are called Rbc pins in most of their locks. I think from Fab 100 upwards it's present in every Fab lock, and the main function of this Rbc pin is anti-bump, but it also creates a problem for the picker, and I will show you why. So if you look closely, this Rbc pin is a little bit thicker, or it's fatter than the other driver pins, and it actually will not fit into the chamber. You can see it just, actually this will be a better angle, it's just chilling there like this. Okay, it won't fall down, and this creates a huge gap between the key pin and this Rbc pin. So there's basically empty space between these 2 pins, and they do not come into contact. And the reason why it's the anti-bump, it's because the kinetic energy that is transferred to the pins during a bump attack will not be transferred as effectively to this pin because it's sitting so far up in the plug. And also Fab tends to put these Rbc pins into max lift position and towards the back of the lock, where the kinetic energy is the lowest during a bump attack. And for picking it's a problem because there is no contact between the key pin and the driver, this Rbc pin, and it is kinda difficult to feel the key pin and feel that you're actually lifting something. You only come into contact with this Rbc pin at the stage where it's really lifted high up, this key pin. So it feels like you're literally pushing on air, and if you do not know that it's there, this Rbc pin, it can be very tricky. So that's the reason why this Rbc can be a problem. So let's go ahead and let's talk about how to pick it. So I showed you the keyway. So what I did is that I used this bottom left part of wording, this one right here, and I used a pretty shallow hook, this multi-pick V06. I think you could get away with a thicker one, but it was kind of awkward to lift the RBC or to set the RBC with a thicker hook. So use that wording if you want to pick it. And I actually used sort of a bottom of Keyway tension with this champion tension wrench. I put it here, and that created like a platform, so I did not slip off this wording when I was picking it. So that kind of worked. The tension you need to pick this lock is very, very small. To be completely honest, I did not feel any counter rotation out of these spools because they are so tiny, and they can be basically forced up. If you use too much tension, these pins tend to lock up pretty hard, so be gentle if you want to pick it, and watch out for that RBC pin because that's very, very annoying. Alright, so I think that's all there is to say. Maybe one more thing, there is also this Fab 4 stars, Fab Profi. Actually, there is no Profi in there, why? Well, anyway, it's literally the same lock, it's just more expensive, and there is a lot more drill protection in here. But in terms of picking, it's like the same, so if you want to pick this, don't bother buying this one. Okay, let's go ahead and get this lock picked. Okay, here we go. It works. Okay, let's try to go clockwise, and first I'm gonna start with that annoying little RBC pin located in the position 6. So it's not easy to hit him at all. Okay, I think I got him. Perfect. So let's go back to the front, nothing on 1. Click on 2. 3 seems good. Back to 1. Okay, 1 is bending. Click on 1, pretty high lift. 2 feels good. So does 3. Okay, now 4. Click on 4, let's check 1 again. And 2 and 3. Okay, all of these seem good. 4 is still set. So 5, pushing him up slowly. Okay, we got open. Perfect. So not the most difficult lock to pick, but certainly an annoying one, especially because of that RBC pin. Okay, let's switch to autofocus. Okay, let's get this guy, got it. Right, this clip is pretty comfortable to remove. And of course I don't have my follower. Just a second, please. Okay, I got it. All right, let's go with these key pins. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Drivers. 1, 2, 3. I will remove the springs later, or maybe not. Okay, accidentally removed 4. Okay, let's just remove the springs now. One, 2, 3, and 4. There's our RBC pin, and there's pin 5. And there's our last spring. Perfect. We got the lock, got it. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, guys. Let me give you one more close-up on the pins. There we go. And lock. And that's it for today. So thank you for watching. Have a nice day and see you next time. Bye.